Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to our Hot Stocks Outlook for April 20th, 2018. Hope you're all having a great week in the financial markets and a lot to cover today. We're going to take a look at Alcoa. We've got Best Buy and Urban Outfitters, so a couple retailers there. Bristol-Myers Squibb, but also a couple of energy companies where we've really been able to identify some really nice opportunity over the past few weeks in that sector, energy, and also some of the bigger players here. You see Exxon Mobil. But let's go ahead and start here with Alcoa. And what we have here are daily bars and candles representing the price data for shares of Alcoa. And against that daily bar and action, daily bars and candle price action, you see that there is a black line there and a blue line. Now, the black line that you see on the chart there, that is what's called a simple moving average. So a very common technical analysis indicator. And it works as a really great baseline to let us know where prices have already been, but it's always going to react to new upcoming data. So it's just a moving average, changes with that new data coming in and dropping off the older candles. Now, what we're able to compare that value to, so that baseline of where prices have already been, is this blue value generated via the artificial intelligence and neural networks found within this software. Now, for that value to be calculated, it's analyzing how other markets are known to influence and affect the target market, so in this case, Alcoa, and forecast where average prices are expected to go next. So what we're able to do is compare these two values and essentially determine, okay, well, if the predicted moving average is above the actual moving average, the trend is up, and we want to go ahead and look to get long. In addition to that predicted moving average, we also have a highly accurate predicted neural index. And this is a highly accurate 48-hour indicator. So it's looking ahead 2 candles and letting you know, look, is there strength or weakness over the next 48 hours of trading? And to round out really the entirety of this forecast, you also have a predicted high and low range provided before each and every trading day. So you know where you should go and put limit orders, where you should be setting your profit targets. And really all the information you need to go in and execute your trading style here. So we see in Alcoa, since that crossover came through, we've got a really great move higher here. Just in the past, let's see, 10 trading days, the market is up over 26%. But what traders can do is either trade off of that a crossover. If you're a trend following trader, you get that moving average crossover saying it's time to get long. As long as that blue line remains above the black line, you want to maintain that position. In addition to that predicted moving average, though, you're given these predicted high and low levels each and every day, so you can really make your decisions on where you want to set profit targets, so reaching for that predicted high, but also where you should look to be a buyer. In the event that the market pulls lower, market's still in an uptrend, neural index up, you want to be buying at these levels and targeting that upper price prediction. So over a 20% move with a couple nice entries involved in that trend, but it doesn't really matter the market that you're trading or the asset that you're looking at, but as long as you're sticking with the forecast here. So we see with Best Buy, exact same thing. You're getting a crossover to the upside, signaling, okay, the trend is now up. Now go in and use your tools to go ahead and get long. Again, that predicted high and low level, but also the predicted neural index, letting you know when there's short periods of short-term weakness in that overall trend. So you see the trend's still up, but you may get those periods of sideways action in the market. But if we bring up those predicted highs and lows and take a look at this, we see how these tools really adapt moving forward. And that's probably really the key here, is understanding, okay, well, we don't know what's going to occur over the next few weeks in this market, but as long as that blue line remains above the black line and you see these predicted high and low levels, do a really great job of adapting so that you know what to expect over a certain given period of time. So here we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries into this market, but that blue line still heavily above the black line value there. So still signaling that this trend is up. Market's up almost 10% just in the past 12, 13, 14 trading days or so. So again, really nice opportunities opening up throughout the markets, but of course you want to be really aware and ready to get involved and execute your trading style very efficiently. Here in Urban Outfitters, same thing of crossover to the upside. You want to look for opportunity to go ahead and get long this market from this point. So of course you want to bring in those predicted high and low levels to determine, okay, well, where can I look to be a buyer in this market? Well, really great entry at this predicted low. You see the market starts to snap lower, but these predicted high and lows do a great job of, again, adapting, getting you back on track and understanding, okay, well, Where can you look to be a buyer in this market over time? And again, as long as that blue line remains above the black line, the trend is up, and you want to go ahead and effectively hold on to that position and stick with that trend. So just a ton of really great entries here at those predicted low levels. But again, market up over 10% in just the past 19 trading days here. And you see plenty of trading opportunities intraday and over a couple day periods buying at those predicted low levels. Bristol-Myers Squibb. So, it's not all about opportunities to the upside. There are going to be markets that are moving lower, but of course you can buy put options, look to short the shares, but it's exactly the same whether you want to be going long or going short. You see that confirmation from your neural index, the trend is lower. Use your predicted high and low ranges to determine where that line in the sand for you to trade is, where you want to go in and look to be a participant in the market. But you see plenty of entries over the course of this move, but the predominant move, the trend, very much to the downside. So you really understand, look, you want to go ahead, short the market, hedge that portfolio if you've got some other long positions, but a 21% decline just in the past 22 trading days, really great area of the market to actually be short, where you're making money on the short side, but also the long side, with a lot of these, industries and sectors being very mixed recently, where markets aren't just going straight up or straight down. Certain sectors are doing well and others are not. Here in energy, ton of opportunities have come through recently to the upside over the past few weeks. And we see here in Valero, crossover to the upside. We can bring up our predicted high and low ranges to really be that guidance over the past couple weeks of where we want to look to be a buyer in the market. But a really great entry at the beginning of this trend. We see more recently, a couple of days ago, really great entry down below 105, market almost immediately moving up to the 108, 109 level. But over the course of this move, again, really great opportunity to go ahead and get long, stick with those trends as long as, again, that predicted moving average, you see well above the actual moving average, got a 13% move in just the past 9 trading days. And, what we talk about a lot is identifying sectors that are doing well, where there's a lot of similar markets showing similar signals. Well, here's Exxon just a day later coming through, again, crossover to the upside, neural index up at a 1. So if you want to trade Exxon, it's saying, okay, well, go in with those predicted high and low ranges, understand, okay, now's the time to be a buyer, and look to buy at these predicted lows. You see 2 really great entries before this market gaps, and really that trend begins to take off there. So much like Valero here, really great trading opportunity to the upside, but you see just over the past 13 or so trading days, 11 trading days, market's up over 7% from when those crossovers came through. So really nice opportunities, but again, you want to be finding these areas to not only go short, go long rather, but also go short, really hedge your portfolio and really be making money on both sides of the market. But a lot of opportunities opening up throughout retail, energies. You see things like Alcoa moving up over 20% just over the past couple of weeks here. So really great opportunities, but of course you got to get that timing right and be very efficient as a trader if you want to make sure you're getting involved with these sort of moves at the right time. So with all that said though, best of luck to the traders out there in the markets. Once again, this has been our Hot Stocks Outlook for April 20th, 2018. Thanks again for watching. Best of luck and bye for now.